it division, winning division or bust, NFC North or bust for the Lions next season? Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop the video. Let's talk about it. A lot of people saying, well, winning division or bust next year. It's always kind of hard to tell when off season ain't completely over yet. You're gonna have injuries through training camp. You still got the draft. You still got, veterans getting cut after June 1st and additions and stuff of that nature. So in NFL, you never know who's gonna fall off. But I think the Lions media and the Lions fans and the national media is just jumping the gun a bit. I mean, you gotta understand, they ain't won this division since it was the NFC Central. So it's been over 20 years. So they never won the NFC North. So think about that. Think about, being, having an expectation of, they went from second. So they second. So, most people think, well, the Vikings got worse. They lost some defensive players and still got Kirk Cousins, and Chicago got better. But is they gonna make the jump right then and there in the division? Aaron Rodgers leaving. Most people don't have much. Most people don't have much faith in Jordan Love, but anything can happen. I've been stopped putting expectations on the Lions. You see, when they went 1-6. And nobody had no expectations, and everybody was in the gutter, and they went on the run and won 8-9 or some crap like that. Now people getting expectations. One thing I learned about the Lions, it ain't how they finish. They finish seasons great. They started seasons, finished soft. They started seasons fast, finished slow. Like I said, they finished strong, finished slow. They started slow, finished fast. I don't put no expectations on the Lions. And that's the biggest mistake. People say, well, look, they turned the corner. Hey, in my mind, when they win the division and win the playoff game, then they starting to turn the corner. Where you want to say they turn the corner until they do it. I'm not putting no expectations on the Lions. I'm telling y'all that. Stop trying to say, oh, we could beat them. We're going to lose this game. We're going to win this game. Or, y'all optimistic about the offseason. Every year y'all optimistic about the offseason. Even though it looked different, it smelled different, it tastes different, it could be different until it's actually different. I don't think they fair expectations. I don't care how clear it is. Until they do it, they do it. It's as simple as that. And a lot of people are not gonna like the truth. But to say a team that ain't never done something, you expect them to do it this year, no matter how good it look on paper. In the NFL, it's not the NBA. In the NBA, it's a little bit more guaranteed on paper due to it being a parity issue. NFL, it's a bunch of parity. You never know. You just never know. And as soon as y'all get hyped before they win anything, or y'all creating a demand, and all they gonna do is raise the ticket prices, jersey prices, concession prices up on y'all asses. The Pistons do. As soon as the Pistons win, look like they a little bit better, they want to go shoot them prices right on up. Lions do. As soon as they get some expectations, they start shooting them prices right on up. Hey, I'm going to just take a wait and approach to see. Wait and see approach. And these people that live outside of Detroit, they do this shit all the time. And I understand it's not a real fruitful time to be a Detroit sports fan, and you looking for any glimmer of hope, any light at the end of the tunnel, or any light that's going to shine in the darkness, even if it's one star, the dimmest star in the sky at night. But, I especially with them, it's a wait and see approach. It's a wait and see approach. Because it's been times where they look good on paper, excuse me, and they don't do nothing. There's been times where they look shitty on paper, and they make the playoffs, or they exceed our expectations. So like I said before, I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt. And that's just gonna be how I take it. I'm not saying, oh, guess what, I'm right, y'all wrong. do what I say. I don't care. Have your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion within reason. I ain't want them to say, oh man, if y'all don't believe what I believe in, eat one. Nah. Everybody's opinion is to be respected off here within reason. As long as you respect, you respectful and don't get disrespected, you won't get disrespected. Straight up. I want to be where everybody can have a reasonable, a good opinion. You know, I don't care what you believe. And guess what? You could be right. I could be wrong. I don't care. If the Lions win, I'm happy with that. That's all. We want the same thing. But I'm just telling y'all to pump the brakes. Y'all getting a little bit too excited this offseason. Let's wait and see. You got the draft. Let them do it first before y'all talk about it. And it's starting to look different. You know, they starting to sound different. They starting to operate different. They starting to kind of be different. Just a few months ago, y'all was looking to fire Dan Campbell, and I was on here defending him. Oh, get rid of Dan and get rid of Jared Goff. Now, you know, and one thing I tell you about the Lions, when it ain't no expectations and ain't no pressure, they play well. After going 1-6, guess what? People talk about golf numbers and all that shit. When it wasn't no expectations, he started playing better. He did. He really started playing better. I keep telling y'all, stop putting expectations on them. Let them not have no weight and no shoulder on them. As soon as they put expectations in the Carolina game, guess what? They folded. They folded like a Family Dollar launcher. The Lions don't do good when you got pressure on that ass. Just let them do them. Just be excited. Don't say, oh, it's Super Bowl a bust, or it's NFC North a bust, or... Because there's been plenty of teams who didn't even win their division, who was a wild card and made a run to the Super Bowl. It's all about getting hot at the right time. So to me, no, it's not NFC North a bust. I would love to see it. Ain't seen it in my lifetime. You know, I would love to see them win their division. But to me, it ain't that a bust. I mean, really, I think a lot of people be happy with them winning a playoff game. What if they won the NFC North and didn't win the playoff game? Come on. So I just think, man, they can win the Super Bowl, I'll be happy. You know, it'd be nice to hit the NFC North and get a game at home. The Vikings won the North and lost to the Giants last year in the playoffs at home. So let's just see. Let's let them like materialize and, you know, let them, you know, do what they gonna do. And, you know, that defense, you know, even though they can add more talent don't mean it's gonna work. NFL don't work that way. But the one thing Brad Holmes has been good at is finding fits. That's the one thing they've been good at, is finding fits. And that's very important. So give me a fit, give me faith that some of these guys they gonna get, or they got in free agency, or they gonna get in the draft, or continue free agency, they fits. So, but yeah, man, I ain't coming in with no expectations until they start giving me a reason to have expectations. You know, and that's where I'm standing on it at. It's cool to be optimistic and all this stuff and say, well, the NFC North is clear. You know, they're going to take their time and build it the right way. I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. But I'm not going to start sticking my chest out on these forums and talking shit to Vikings and Bears and Packer fans and Coon Boy fans and Cardinal fans and Ram fans like we done did something. Not the fucking Philadelphia Eagles or the 49ers or the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, if I had to call back up, man, the Lions be one of the last motherfuckers that I called to back me up historically. They'd be one of the last people I called to back me up. So they gotta prove it. They gotta prove it. And once they do prove it, then I start believing. You know? But yeah, I'm still taking the wait and see approach. I'm not predicting games again. Oh, they could beat them. They could beat that. Every year different. Every year different. They get off to a slow start. Y'all gonna be ready to fire these dudes and ready to cut this guy, that guy. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But that's all we can do is wait and see. Y'all don't start taking y'all chests out talking shit like y'all running North. I don't run shit. You never won it before. Last time I checked, the Minnesota Vikings were the defending NFC North champions, and they should be respected as so. You know, last time I checked, they got the best football player in the division in Justin Jefferson. So you still got to have that contender. You still got to have that contender mindset. You can't have a championship mindset when you ain't never been a champion. So, and one thing about a contender, they hungry. You got hungry champions that want to keep what they got. But the Lions got to know what it feel like to be losers. They got to know what it feel like to be contenders in order to be, you know, great champions. You know? And Lord knows they owe us a lot of championships. You know, they owe us a lot of division and conference championships, all that shit. But I urge y'all, take baby steps and take a wait-and-see approach. But hey, it's my message. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, word drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good313. Venmo CJ Good313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Link tree the first link in the description. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Peace.